And now, broadcasting live from our near-Earth hub studio, we bring you this NBN Special Report.
Okay, this thing should be working now. Jeez, you know, the best thing about a live stream is you start something, things work, and then all of a sudden a crucial piece of software, also known as OBS Studio, just decides to crap out. So I hope this is not going to repeat. Well, here we are. This is Fight Club number 3. Numero 3. I don't know, in other other languages, probably going to be number something else. Numero 3. Numero 3, and all the other languages that I don't know exactly that's gonna be it. Tonight we're gonna be showcasing games between the ever lovely two teams that have super scary names and even super scarier usernames and or player names. And I'm gonna be joined by Princess Space Kitten soon. I'm just going to do a bit of an introduction here of the teams. On one side we have Fear the Masses. Please do not read them as Fear Them Asses. It is illegal to read it like this. Read it. Okay, anyway, Mobius Striptease. What a username that is. However, it's more, it's scarier even if you play as Ian. And Quark Butter, which is also a scary competitor here. On the other side, we have Replicating Criminals, which basically means that there's going to be 3 and more of them during this tournament. There's going to be probably like 26 of them. We're going to end up with too many criminals. They're going to be replicated all over the place. And we'll have to probably shut down JNet and reboot everything. But we have Devers, and 83 and Darfluke. And actually it's D3 Fair, sorry, I misread it, of course. So these are the lovely people playing tonight. I hope you're gonna enjoy this. I hope I'm gonna enjoy this. Jeez, like I have no idea what's going on here. I'm gonna be jumping into Discord right now because things are muted and we should be starting soon. But anyway, I should be going live on Discord soon, and I should be joined soon by Princess Space Kitten. But for now, she's organizing, of course. For now, let me just tell you a couple of extra things about tonight. The game is simple. The game works in a very obvious way, obviously. One game, you choose the side. If you're the winning team, you stay on. If you're the losing team, you lose a player, and then you get to choose the sides. And then you keep playing until all the players are out. You have to be careful, of course, because you only have so many lives as you have players. So yeah, this is gonna be tricky for all those people who don't know this. It's loads of fun, I hear, from all the people who play this format, or have played this format. Of course, all of them were sacrificed to the gods of... I don't even know what, but you know, good net running, I guess. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but we're playing today in the board games category on Twitch because Twitch just removed the Android Netrunner category, which is a bit sad. So we has a sad. Well, what can we do about this? Write to Twitch and be angry. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's Twitch's totally own policy to decide what they want to stream categories for and whatnot, and that's okay. We're fine. We're totally fine about this. How is everybody doing in the chat, by the way? RCG Shorty, I hope the raffle prize got to you. Stoned, and who else is there? Wait, I had the list and then it dropped, of course. We have Bluey Player. We are... Oh no, does this even make sense? I don't even know if all those people who are actually in the chat are in the chat. Never mind. Let's not worry about this too much. Checking in with all the bosses and all the wasses. And we are going to be starting the games soon. However, first I'm going to be joined by Princess Space Kitten on her own here, jumping in.
Hello, how are you?
Slightly annoyed at my stupid computer to do stupid things, but other than that, I'm just doing fine and happy to hear you.
Same, I haven't seen you in forever.
What? Yeah, well, you know, I'm invisible nowadays. What's new? What's new in Castle Space Kitten?
Well, pretty busy bee, organizing for Worlds.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take the chance now and when we finish to remind people that you should be buying your tickets for Worlds. Deadline to send in your deck list was on the 6th of October. That coincidentally, it's my birthday.
Woo!
And
Happy
you are very
preemptive
welcome
birthday.
to congratulate me as many times as you want.
Well, congratulations already, and then another. And so, the congratulations give you like bonus points for Worlds if we congratulate you. I don't know. Like, we need scoops. We desire scoops.
Not officially.
Scoops are needed. Can we
Scoops
get
are
scoops?
needed.
Scoops.
I am not very sure that I can start scooping
Please
things.
scoop something. Scoops.
Okay, we are we're programming some after tournament online gatherings.
Okay.
That we will try and organize around Zoom meetings and play some online games with the community to kind of replicate what is to
Perfection.
hang out with your peers after the tournament, grab those beers and just play some games.
I have a question about the events. Will there be a session of Among Us, maybe? Who knows?
I'm absolutely sure that yes, because it's been a hit, and I see that a lot of fellow Netrunner players are enjoying this game. Yep. So we probably will be doing some Among Us, some Jackbox TV stuff.
Okay.
And other online, easy to explain, easy to play games, just to
Awesome.
They're just merely an excuse for us to get together and just pass time after the tournament. That is surely to be a very, very interesting one.
Okay, so you have not received any scoops here, people, and I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry for that. I'm just saying you should be patient and just join Worlds, buy your flippin' tickets, and play the flipping games, because I'm gonna be playing in it as well. So Javi is watching the commentary,
which
is
a scoop.
Scouting, yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna be playing terrible net decks the day before I have to hand in the decks, so it's gonna be just terrible. Nothing special there.
Oh.
It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have fun. Okay, so we have the two teams. Do we know anything about the teams?
Do you know what decks they are in? I'm just gonna post the public decks on the
Twitch
chat right now.
Yep.
Everyone is free to Google them, and I already make the toss coin.
Yeah.
And we know that Mobius is gonna be playing Sync. And Darth Luke is going to play the Sunny.
So we have the decks on the screen as well, because I'm super cool. However, Sunny doesn't get an image because...
You are so cool.
I'm super cool. Sunny doesn't get an image, thank you very much. Because the way the deck was shared, it did not involve the image of the ID. So I'm sorry, but this is not my fault. It's somebody else's fault, and it's not your fault either. It's the player's fault. No, I'm kidding, but yeah. And Netrunner DB has two different modes of showing things, but you can see the decks on the screen. We're going to be getting that game soon. I'm hopping in. Oh, they haven't password protected the game. Well, please watch on stream. Please do not jump into the game, because if you do, you might, upset the remotes. The corp is gonna hard-hitting news you, and then boom you, and do all the other things, and so on. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting in there. So the game is gonna be soon going on. And can you just very quickly tell us what we're playing? Which meta? Which standard? Is it the standard thing, or?
No, with all the continentals and intercontinentals, and then holidays and people's lives in general, we are playing with the previous ban list. So we might be seeing some SSL. So and tabs around.
Yeah, SBL 2006, as they say. So yeah, good old, and that's actually quite good, because this way we cannot just say people are going to be prepping for Worlds. They have to prep somewhere else.
Absolutely. That was a calculated thing.
Of course.
Of course. I am very offended that you doubt it for a second.
I do. It's super secret, high speculation. Everybody's testing in their little small groups somewhere under the bridge, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, in the desert. People drive out for hours. They open they have a camping site there, just for friends, of course, and then they just organize games, and then they test their decks, and then things happen. Okay, we are password protected. We can jump in.
I can't.
You can't? Well, it's so well password protected that you cannot even jump in. Well, okay, I'm gonna be slowly switching into the stream as the Scottish people would say hello. Darth Luke and Mobius Striptease. Who, I have to say, Mobius Striptease has my favorite username of all times in all games. I have to say, this is the best thing ever. Not only is there an umlaut, but it also has the word striptease, and it's totally a pun. It's win. Okay, I think they're gonna... I don't even know. Are these games timed? I always forget.
Have 45 minutes time.
Ooh, I'm not gonna put the timer on the screen because I'm a terrible person.
Don't worry, I will take
You
care
are the
of that.
TO, of course.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it.
You're totally on it. I hope you're not on fire. Anyway, dear folks and everybody, and if you happen to be a computer, hello, my new overlord. But anyway, welcome to the third edition of Fight Club. We are ready to rumble. Let's get ready to hack the planet and also rumble, and it's gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a good time. There's gonna be Sunny facing off against Sync. They may start. I'm just gonna very quickly remind you of the decks. You can of course see them. The link is in the chat. I'm just bringing it up very, very quickly for posterity. While they of course choose their discardables and whatnot, we'll see what happens there. And we'll see if there will be any... how do you call those things again? Mulligans, right?
Yes.
If mulligans are gonna be mulled, I don't think there's gonna be any mulls. They're still choosing stuff. I'm zooming in, I'm scrolling. We have people scouting. Zanetti, we can see you there, you scouting person. And we are almost ready to go here, I believe. What are we to expect? Well, of course, I would assume Sync, so hey, tags. And Sunny, which means Link. And shenanigans. And this is a very, very interesting matchup. Because on one hand we have a taggy corp, on the other hand we have a linky runner. So those two mechanics are going to face off, and we have a traditional standards hedge, and then draw, and then ooh, an upgrade. Okay, let's see what happens here. How will Sunny reply?
I'm gonna need a second.
Yeah, no worries. Shorty in the chat going, yes! I don't know why yes, but... the first Monza. That's the yes. Okay, I see what you mean here. So yeah, we have some money on the Sunny side of things. Diesel, Ensure, Gamble, and a Rozeki. Yeah, this is gonna be a money game. Because if this is a Mwanza, which it might as well be, because these are the only upgrades in that Sync deck. So this Mwanza, of course, means additional access for the runner, but it also means a ton of money for the Corp. So the Corp is definitely here trying to outmoney the runner and then do probably evil things. We'll see what kind of a strategy Mobius Strip is gonna adapt here. We do have Bellonas, which of course is money. We do have quantum predictive models, which of course is scored for the Corp if the runner is tagged. A lot of interesting ice, including a copy of Thoth, which is fun. 2 Sync Brace, which is what? And yeah, exchange of information, which is that kind of cool kill with agenda points. So instead of giving damage to the runner, you just damage them with agenda points and you win. That's my new theory about Netrunner. We have DreamNet hitting the table. That means, of course, extra special stuff for Sunny because she's super linked. That means drawing a card and gaining a credit for a first successful run each turn. Running R&D, unseen card, probably not a snare. 3 snares in this deck, by the way. Ooh, funky, Bellona. The credit differential is not gonna be that big, but we'll see if Mobius Striptease has something up his sleeve to pull something nasty off. I don't see any operations here other than economic warfare. But there's no way to tag the runner with some actions on your turn. So basically you're counting on the runner to run into the snare, or of course there's a lot of ice that gives the runner tags, but so far R&D unprotected. So
yeah, anyway, I do see like you have 2 quantum predictive models, and you have the one exchange of information, but what are you doing with all those tags?
Yeah.
You have to find your exchange of information.
Here we go, hard hitting. I totally skipped that there's 3 copies of hard hitting. I just don't see those words anymore. My brain just tunes them out. Hard hitting doesn't exist to me. 4 tags for Sunny. Brutal, probably very efficient.
That DreamNet.
Yeah.
He's not gonna stay there for long.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, if you're Sync, what are you going to exchange your non-agenda for that Bellona at any point? But anyway, this is a very interesting Sync because it doesn't want to kill you. Yep. Oh, that's a bit. Oh,
wait, because this might be a very short game.
Yeah, this might be over before it's over, or before it starts. Krusty in the chat going no against RCG's short is yes. Is this a war? I don't know. The Tracer Eyes will be very sad against Sunny, indeed. But who needs Eyes if you just steal agendas? from the corp. Definitely, corpse needs more ice. I wonder if Mobius here got flooded, but I don't think so. This is just lucky accesses on R&D.
That was a lucky access because that bell was sweet.
It sounds like lucky. It's like hungry hippos, lucky accesses. Yeah, that should be totally a game. Anyway. Ooh.
Okay, I need to jump off.
Yeah, no worries. I think this game is over. I think this game is over unless. So we just lost place in Space Kitten for a second, but let's not worry too much. In case you're just joining us, this is the first round of the Fight Club number 3. Is this game? I think it's a kitten. Yes, it's a kitten. Oh wow, what a save. Quantum predictive model. Yeah, I mean that's actually good for Mobius, but Darflug was kind of pushing his luck here a bit because how many agenda points can you steal? Please don't be an agenda. Okay. Just for the sake of the game. I mean, I don't wish anything bad to any of the players. They're both awesome. This is just about making sure that we actually have a stream that lasts longer than 10 minutes,
We are not accepting bets. At least from the streamers.
We're not accepting bets? Okay. I can accept some bets in the background, but for that you have to join my special Slack channel, which is password protected.
You just don't tell me.
Yeah, no worries. There we go, a dirty laundry. This is what happened with my laundry today because of the winds in Barcelona, by the way. I had to pick it up from the ground. Running the archives. What's in the archives? There's the ones that was trashed. And basically not much. Mobius here definitely kind of on the ropes. Then again, looking at the agendas, there are still 2 1-pointers in there, so chances are that those 1-pointers are going to get access. Sunny not even bothering to remove any tags or anything like that because there is no tag punishment in that deck other than exchange of information. Now an exchange of information would actually be quite sweet. For that Bologna, for example. Here we go with the donuts. Office supplies. Supplies. That's a sweet card, especially if you have enough link. And Sunny is definitely linking up.
With that sweet security in the Nexus.
Yep.
Ooh, look at that! They found their exchange of information.
There we go. The Bologna is out, so the game goes on, and we're actually 3 each, which is good.
Get some more tags. I mean...
Yeah, how many tags do you actually need for this deck? Well, 8 is a very good number. This is probably just to make sure that the runner is not going to be able to get out of a heap of tags for additional exchange of information or the quantum predictive model scores. 15 minutes is also quite sweet for this nice exchange of information combo. There is no other tag punishment other than the ice, of course, being tag driven. So there are pieces of ice in this deck that will make your life harder if you're tagged, which is quite sweet. But there's no kill, there's no closed accounts, just the exchange of information that was already played. It might be preemptive at some point because there's a copy of preemptive information.
But then you have to find your preemptive and then find your exchange again.
Yeah. In the meantime, Darfluk just going for the office supplies, more donuts, getting people chubbier, I assume, because those donuts, they look kind of killer cool, healthy and whatnot. There goes a GS Striker M1. Which is bigger. There you go. This is what happens when you eat donuts. You get bigger. That's basically the flavor text for this card. And the wheels on it, or the kind of the power, whatever those are, couplers or whatever, look like donuts. So this is basically a flying donut killing machine that breaks code gates, which is cool. Shorty saying, how many tags you need? Mobius, yes. Indeed, that's one of those stories. Harmony AR therapy already. So what are we going to get from Harmony here? A lot of choice here. Diesel, Dirty Laundry, Inside Job, Office Supplies, and Sure Gamble. Everything good. This is good stuff, Sunny. I mean, basically any card you put into a Sunny deck is good, so yeah. What event is this? Sir Loading asks. Dear Sir Loading, you of the Lockdown family, I shall tell you that this is the 3rd edition of Fight Club. Fear the Masses versus Replicating Criminals. So yeah, Fight Club for everybody. Me and Princess Space Kitten in the house, or actually in your house. If you're watching this in the house, we're in your house. If you're watching this in I don't know, where else would people be watching a board game? Because this is not Netrunner anymore. We cannot call it Netrunner according to Twitch. A train. If you're
train.
Yeah, a train.
You bored? You just put your phone on and watch some Netrunner.
Yeah, exactly. Why isn't it Netrunner? Indeed, so loading, very good question. Twitch, remove the category. We are all confused. I have no idea what I'm streaming anymore. This is probably Fortnite. I was going to put category Fortnite, but then will probably just ban me from Twitch. But, well, anyway. Oh, here we go. CSOurce. Is there a CSource? Okay, am I getting the wrong list here? Because in the list, I don't see any CSources.
Me neither.
Ooh.
Huh. Okay, let me check this.
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. We have been bamboozled.
We have.
Okay, Mobius, which deck are you using? What is this? No, I mean, I assume there might have been a change of something last minute, and that basically was not reflected in the information I have received a while ago.
Yes,
So
but that is not according to the rules.
Are we gonna have a judge call?
We're gonna have a judge call.
The judge. Okay, so the judge is calling right now to order some pizza. For all those wondering, so loading. I was going to stay and watch, but it's a Settlers of Catan stream. Yeah, exactly. This is a Settlers of Catan, and economic warfare is basically taking your sheep and changing it into something else.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the other.
Hop over. We have a judge call. For those just joining, this is the raffle-free edition of Fight Club. We actually haven't. So the thing is, we haven't really spoken and or agreed on much with Princess Space Kitten before this event, and I didn't organize any raffles. I'm sorry. Maybe she organizes a raffle in the middle. I can of course run a raffle for her. But the thing is, it's kind of a stream of last-minuteness for me, which is always cool because hey, I apparently know how to run a Settlers of Catan stream. So yeah. I don't feel bad, but raffles are cool. Come on. I mean, pizza would also be cool. So they're calling and whatnot, discussing things. There's probably going to be some punishment. Mobius is probably going to have to publicly announce that he's very sorry. I don't know. I mean, I'm not running this event. I'm just streaming it for you. The situation that is happening right now, basically, I'm going to bring up the lists for you so that you can see this. We have in the bin for this game a copy of CSource, and the list this is the last one I have received. I don't know how up to date it is, of course, because chances are it was changed or something or whatever. But all the players have decks made public, so they actually know their opponent's decks, and this is a big part of the strategy for the different teams and for decisions who plays against whom, how to play the game, what's the strategy, and so on. So if you take a look here in the sync deck, we don't see a CSource, and this is a bit problematic because there is a CSource in the bin, and I'm just gonna make sure that I am not fooling you. This is the CSource. So I don't know how big of a crime it is. I don't know what the masses have to fear. I don't know if there's gonna be some replication involved, but we'll have to have a judge call, and we'll see what up with this soon, hopefully. In the meantime, chat, what are you up to? It's a Friday evening and we're watching we're watching a board game because, again, on Twitch we don't have this category anymore, so this is a board game and we're board gaming. However, when I upload it to YouTube, it's gonna be totally Netrunner. So what's happening indeed? Zanetti, very good question, especially since you're one of the players today. Right now we have a call between Mobius Striptease, Darfluke, and PSK on Discord. I am not joining that because they're discussing things. They have to talk about the rules, and I don't know. I'm not gonna go in there because it's probably a room of discussing things a lot. Chances are there's gonna be some sort of a decision. Maybe we're gonna remake something. I don't know. Or maybe we're just gonna keep playing. I really have no idea, and that's what makes it exciting. Indeed, we'll see, definitely and for sure. But yeah. Chat people, how are you doing? Tell me what's up and interact with me while we have the time, and we're not really getting super excited about Netrunner because there's a technical break right now. But by the way, apologies for the drop earlier on when I started the stream. Really had no idea what happened. And yeah, things just crashed. And now we're back on track. Everything is working and buzzing away. But the first crash, I was kind of worried because, World's coming soon. I'm going to be streaming my head off. Not all of it. I'm still kind of hoping to play Worlds. I do have the ticket. I did purchase it. So if you have any deck ideas, do send them over to me. Okay, you know where to find me. Please send me deck ideas or suggestions. Or I'm not gonna blame you if I'm crap at that. I'm just curious what people are playing, and this is not scouting. This is just you get the chance of telling me what kind of a deck I could be trying out, and feel free to send me NetRunnerDB links that are to public deck lists and just saying you should change a few cards or something. If you have any interesting lists for the new meta because of the new standard ban list 2009, do send them my way. I'm curious. I'm basically curious, and you know, instead of being able to actually hang out with you all and talk about it, which could be a stream next week before I submit the decks. Who knows? Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna have a chat stream where I talk about stuff and we choose some decks. Untouched Asa is still good. Yeah, but for playing Untouched Asa, you need to have a big brain, and I left my big brain in my other skull, so, well, maybe I have to find the other skull. Deck for Worlds is a question all around. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm asking it as well. I'm a very popular hipster person asking the right questions. JNet has been crashing a lot more recently, so many people on Indeed. Now imagine when we deploy Worlds and there's gonna be a bajillion people playing at the same time. I think the frame rate is gonna drop significantly on JNet, and we're gonna actually know it's gonna be like below 20 FPSs. There's gonna be lag and the pings are gonna be terrible, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. I think there's gonna be actually, I don't know. This is just me speculating. I have no idea. I know that Noah and the JNet folks are definitely aware of Worlds coming up. There might be several instances of JNet deployed. I don't know. We'll see. Or there's just gonna be additional booster power server thing. Sorry for the delay. No worries, but I'm chatting on the screen here, not in the chat, because, you know, I don't want to double think things. The judge call is going on. They're probably discussing very interesting things. Although I think they just skipped yeah, okay, they jumped out of the rooms. Okay, now I'm giving you behind the scene things. From the distance, I can see Mobius, Striptease, and PSK in one chat room discussing things while Darfluke is waiting in another chat room. That's what I would tell you, is happening if I was streaming a live event. And by the way, any live events around your area? I know that PSK is organizing something next Saturday for the folks playing. I may or may not be able to attend. This is a tricky technical thing for me because live. But I think there was a sector or store, but store championship, boo. Stores don't exist because after the pandemic, all the stores are closed. So sector championship in Brno in Czech Republic, right? If I'm not mistaken. It was a physical event, like with people actually playing actual cards and throwing cards at each other and tokens and hugs and all that. Well, maybe not hugs, but I'm curious how that went. I know it's on ABR, but you cannot really get stuff like the human interaction on ABR. There's an online tournament in 6 hours hosted by OCE Crew. 6 hours. I think I'm gonna be asleep. But yeah, is that the New Zealand thing, right? Yeah. Okay, we continue. At least that's what Darfluke is saying in the chat, in the game, in the match. Oh yeah, let's take a look at, I'm gonna very quickly go to Always Be Running and entertain you with me making a little sing-along song. Indeed, there is the online New Zealand Worlds Warm-Up 2020, so interesting Scoopy decks probably there. Remote Access 6 is also happening. Which is a tournament run without without entry costs, without prizes. Who are the remote access people? I don't know. They sound fun. Remotely. We have the Sector Championship. Thank you, Cambridge. For Cambridge, happening tomorrow online. That's gonna be super sweet. We have the Sector Championship at Deventer in the Netherlands. F2F Corona Proof SC. Corona Proof. I like this. Hello. I was entertaining people by telling them the stories from my life, and they were already calling me very boring. So what's up? Tell me, Judge. What's up, Judge?
Yeah. So we saw Mobius playing Scissors.
Yep.
That was not in the original list.
Yeah. Here's the list again.
And it was not the list that he submitted, so we had to have a chat with this. It just seems that the thought replaced the Scissors in that list for some reason.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
And since they're since the scissors hasn't been played and there has not been any run into ice, we are allowing the game to continue.
Okay, cool. But for now, I mean, so we know that is this gonna be changed or is it gonna stay scissors?
Yeah, it's gonna be staying while he's playing.
Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, so we're
we
going.
will update. I will update the list as soon as I get the new.
Well, I mean,
the new one.
You don't even have to update it soon because I think Mobius Striptease is gonna lose this. No, I'm kidding.
Oh wow!
And I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, so I think Mobius Striptease might be the new. No worries. Okay, yes. We're taking a technical break.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this needed to be.
Indeed.
Okay.
Donati in the chat saying we want to play and have fun. No, this is the wrong place for that. You just joined a board game podcast. Sorry, a video cast. Sorry, not even a podcast. This is about board games.
Now I have the new
board games. By the way, I'm 6 people shy from 300 followers. Oh my god, I never knew I'm gonna be so interested in numbers. No, I'm not. I just don't care about this. But I'm super super happy that so many people want to watch Netrunner and have fun.
Yep. They're back at it.
Okay. Having fun with Argus, really. Oh well. So Zanetti is going to be the last player. You heard it here first, and also you saw it for the first time in the chat. We're continuing the game after a judge call, which was I think it was a very cool thing to have, and also the Mwanza is probably going to get res now. And it's good to know that there are rules for everything in place. Thank you, OP team, for making it so easy. Ooh. I would totally exchange the Bologna for the quantum predictive model and finish the game right now. No, I'm kidding, of course, because you cannot really exchange of information because it's gone. Another run on HQ. The ones are not getting res, which probably. Oh no! Oh jeez!
Wow! That indeed. Is why the ones that didn't get rest.
But wow! I just have to say, wow. I'm just gonna scroll up because I feel so sorry for Mobius. Was there a mulligan? Yes, there was a mulligan. So it was mulliganing into Mobius, just mulligan into a bunch of different things. Whoa, this is painful. Painful.
Yep.
But then again, Darflux saying desperate move. Well, on we go to the next round, and of course now the teams get a bit of a breather. They have to decide what they're gonna do. I'm gonna be in the meantime trying to figure out how to show you the decks that are gonna be playing. So this is gonna be Darflux staying in the game, representing replicating criminals who have criminally eliminated, unfortunately, Mobius here with the synced up deck. Boo, I would say. I mean, not boo, of course. I mean, somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. It's one of those games where, you know, you competitively get stonked, so to speak. And well, that's it. There was stonking happening here. Fight Club 3 Replicating Criminals versus Fear the Masses. Mobius Striptease out with NBN for now. There will be another person stepping in. Will be Ian. Already Quark Button. We're gonna learn soon. And yeah.
Yes. So we need the captains to captain of Mobius Striptease have to talk to his team and decide who are sending and on what side are they playing.
Indeed. In the meantime, I'm gonna be slugging the decks around here. Yep.
We're looking Haley Chronos Protocol. That is interesting. Wait, and we are over the outfit.
Yep.
Against
Sunny or Palana, right? Because Darfluk has to stay at the table, right?
Yes.
That is the rare honor of beating your opponent. You have to stay at the table and sweat bullets as the other team is trying to Okay, Javi's going to play. Corp. Okay.
No, Javi is just saying that.
Oh.
If he had to choose.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. Vaguely remember the rules from last time. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So we're just waiting. And wait, Javi is Ian, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I that's the thing with all those people who have all those lovely usenames and names and nicknames
and proper names that they use in real life.
Exactly. Yeah, and then you're like, this is James Bond, but also he's known as Hack Your Servers on Discord and run your remote on JNet, and on Cobra he usually uses JB just because, and you're like, yeah, well, okay. So yeah, so the teams are discussing things heavily, and like I said already, Fear the Masses down one player. I'm not doing any fancy graphics stuff here today because it just doesn't, doesn't make sense. We just know that Mobius Striptease is out, and they still have 2 lives, so to speak, 2 players eager to play, 2 players eager to kick some bum and throw some cards. Darflug defending with the Sunny or with the Palana. We'll see what's gonna happen there. Decisions.
Yeah. We can see them on their boys channel.
Yeah, voicing their channels,
like
indeed.
Whispering.
If you were to choose, if you were the team captain here, what would you do? Knowing all the decks.
Against Sunny or Palana?
Yeah.
I think Palana might be like ice heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So probably a Haley. Well, both Haley and Leela would be a very good match for Palana, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If you're fast and getting the agendas and like keep destroying their remotes. But the outfit versus Sunny, the outfit can be really quick and very deadly.
Yeah.
Versus the Sunny that tends to be a tiny bit slower on the side of runners.
Yeah.
But then you have to take in account that if you win, they can play their decks against yours. So you have to contemplate what would be not only the best possible solution for right now this game, but this game and the ones to come.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that it's precisely what makes this type of playing so interesting.
Yep.
Because you're playing like a strategy game inside a strategy game.
Yep. And the fun thing, I think another fun aspect of this is, the team play here is actually stretched in time. So only one player plays at a time. Of course, events like, Kings of Servers, Ruler of Servers, Presidents of Servers, all those server events started years ago in the US during the World's Championships by the ever almighty King of Servers himself. Basically, of course, Spags. Those events were super fun, super cool. They were replicated very successfully around the world in different kind of tweaks and whatnot. But basically, 3 players facing each other. But they were doing this at the same time, so this is great for live events, of course, where you don't want to wait. But for online events, this is really cool because you get to support your teammates, you get to observe the games, you get to figure out what's going on. You can have a strategy, and you can be like a football coach sending players to the field saying, yeah, you're gonna play this, or you're gonna do it like that. And of course, cards do their own thing as well, and maybe they don't work in your favor, like we have just seen in Mobius Striptease's game here. Unfortunately, all those accesses, you can just call it pure skill, of course. Okay, so we will have the Chronos.
We have reached a decision.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Chronos Protocol versus Sunny.
Yep, I'm just bringing stuff up onto the screen so we can bring the deck list up. And of course, I love the deck name. You're gonna see it on the screen in a second. I'm just trying to make sure that actually works. I think it's gonna work. This is of course not pixel perfect. This is just me dragging things around. But we have Sunny LeBeau and a Chronos Protocol deck called Works Every Time, 4% of the time. So we're gonna see if this is gonna be the 4%.
Made up.
Yeah, I think we're on the casual tab this time, but let's not worry too much. Yeah, no worries.
But they remember the password. You can't have it all.
Indeed, indeed. Let's just see what's gonna happen here. The decks themselves. This Chronos has nasty things in it, basically. Bacterial programming, snares. You know, there's this little nice thing called Salem's Hospitality and Standard Procedure and Voter Intimidation, Complete Image. So we all know what this is gonna be about. This is gonna be about knocking the runner out. Net damage ping by net damage ping. On the other hand, we have the Sunny we've seen, but we haven't seen this Sunny spread her wings, and this is basically good stuff Sunny. 50 cards of Sunny awesomeness driven by Link. Interesting to see all the Sunny breakers, they're very powerful, but they do take time to set up, and they do eat a lot of resources, but once they're running, they're kind of scary. And the Security Nexus, of course, another formidable card in there, 2 copies. 3 Sports Hoppers, that's extra draw for people who need to draw against damage. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't even have a good guess here, like the call on this. This is anybody's game because again, snares and you know data loops and or as some people call it, data loops. Engram flushes, which could be quite fun. Slot machines, and there's this one Anansi hiding somewhere in there. Let's see. They're gonna be starting soon, as soon of course as we get Darfluk into the room. And in the meantime, if you're wondering what's going on here,
yeah, there was a bit of a confusion on how you play this game. So the winning person of the match stays in the fight.
Yeah. So the fight will be on any second now, any minute now. They're of course ready to go. Darfluk is probably just also amazed that, okay, I beat one opponent, that's great. Oh, I get to play again. So Javi is doing the funky thing of sending the decks as Ian, playing as Javi on Discord, and then having an old username Faye here. Well, this is all cool and whatnot. Cross Protocol. For the first net damage the runner takes each turn, you may look at the runner's grip and select the card, which is super awesome. And then Sunny, of course, which basically is just all linked up. And let's take a quick look at this game. I'm saying Sunny wins by lucky accesses. And no, I'm kidding. I have no idea what's going to happen here. And I have to say it's a really cool thing to play with open decks because... Not open decks, well, public decks, because then you really can try and figure out what the options for both players are. If you know all the cards in play, if you have an idea of how the strategy works here, you can kind of follow certain lines and try to figure out what's going on here. A bit deeper than just looking at unrisked cards or unplayed cards in people's hands. So yeah. Sunny does have 14 resources in this deck, so that's a lot of setting up. Then again, you can just win through lucky accesses. We'll see. Double Advanced Server 1. What could that be?
Either very sneaky agenda.
Or an NGO front. That's the question here. We'll see in a second what it is. I'm betting on an NGO front. I mean, why would it be an agenda, right?
Also, do we have any advanceable traps?
No, but this is an Obokata, I'm pretty sure. Or a House of Knives, a cheeky House of Knives, but I'm pretty sure it's an Obokata. It just looks like an Obokata to me. And it's gonna stay there forever now. Ah, there you go. And this is the fun poker part of Netrunner, because Server 1 could be an agenda, but Darfluk is not running it because, of course, could be also an NGO, which is a lost click, and why would you run it? And meh. Yep. So yeah, so Faye here or can just keep it there, but I'm pretty sure it's an agenda. It looks like an agenda to me. It just has this, you know, the blue back of the card looks totally agenda-y to me. So yeah. Still loading in the chat in the meantime, saying, if only there was an ice for Kronos that always triggered its ability even when broken, maybe a barrier. Kakugo, we miss you. We miss you, Kakugo, but you were a terrible piece of ice and people hated you as much as they loved you. Sherman hitting the table. Speaking of barriers, the barrier breaker of Sunny's choice and a security chip, which at this stage means a bonus of 2 strength if it gets used. Server 2 growing in size. Could there be? I think.
Every start of the turn for Luke.
Dirty Laundry. Are we running server 1? We shouldn't, because then if that's an NGO, then we lose the Dirty Laundry credits as the server ceases to exist probably before we get there. And that's a striker again with the flying donuts hitting the table. 10 credits. Faye sitting on 14 credits very comfortably, no problem whatsoever with the money on the corp side.
No.
Oh, geez, I should be updating this the scroll. Nobody said anything. That's why I'm confused.
So we have both barriers and code gates, but you mostly have to be afraid of sentries in any Jinteki deck, because that Anansi is just nasty.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in my opinion, one of the best pieces of ice.
Yep. Anansi is just so cool. Server 2 getting a double advance. Could be an agenda, could be a sneaky NGO, and you can just force the runner to run there. I don't think the runner's gonna be running server 2 here. Not enough money maybe in the bank. On the other hand, 2 breakers, but we're probably looking for a third. Turning wheel, that means of course central pressure. R&D wouldn't be a bad place to go to if you can. Donuts powering the universe, obviously. Basically, the smallest particles in the universe are donuts. Here we go. That is a bacterial programming. A beautiful Jinteki card. It's just so much fun when you score it, or even when it gets stolen. 7 cards. This is basically what was the name of that card? Psycho? No, not Psychokinesis. I don't even remember.
Oh.
Yeah, the old school Jinteki card that allows you to look at 5 cards.
With the lady with the white eyes.
Yeah, exactly. With Caprice Nisei, before we knew that she's Caprice Nisei, I think. And yeah.
Psychokinesis or something like that?
No. I mean that was bobbing around in my mind, but it's different. Of course, well, it's the cool card that honestly, as a 5/3 agenda with 7 cards to do so, I think it's a bit more fun in this game. But then again, if you have Wanzas and if you have a lot of different things, although the Chronos Protocol is not playing Wanzas, but anyway. Okay. Things have been done. Thank you for joining, Quark Butter. Not only are you playing today, but you're also a follower of the stream. Thank you so much. Earthrise Hotel. So extra draw. Another security chip hitting the table. So more power. You can break 2 security chips at the same time, and that's bonuses as well, of course. Earthrise Hotel, which is very needed for Sunny for extra draw before the turn starts. Or sorry, when the turn begins. And yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. 3 points on the corp side, which is a good spot to be. I'm still pretty sure that server 1 is an Obokata.
Yeah, also Sunny needs I was saying security nexus, because those data folding were out of I don't know, it was not. Yeah. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, they were actually providing money. Okay,
online.
let's go.
Yeah, they were online. Yeah. Sorry. I was not counting on the tooling of Sunny.
Here we go. The lot machine.
Ooh. Roll them bones. Oh no, wait, of course. The bypass disables the
envelope, which used to be Kakugo, but now it's made of paper. Precognition, Shorty, thank you so much. You win the award of being the most helpful person tonight. Precognition, that was the name of the card. With Caprice Nisei with her open eyes going woo, all kind of Halloweeny ghosty mode on you. While you could play this for 0 and look at the next 5 cards and arrange them in any order on R&D. That was a very good Jinteki card. Thank you so much, Shorty. You get the nice prize. You are the... Maybe I should have a Captain Nice prize, but we have a Captain Nice already, so I would have to ask them if I can make a Captain Nice prize. But basically, the nice prize is yours. Darflug drawing into another security nexus. They're dropping it into the archives. Ooh. Now server
Honest
1.
protocol is online, people.
And now the funky thing is, if server 1 is an Obokata, that's basically game next turn. If it's not,
it would be.
Yeah. Okay. This is looking good for the runner though, because setup. But now all runs are gonna be pricey.
Yeah, but Locke needs to check server 1.
Yeah. I would say it's a must. Could be wrong.
Yeah, but you have to check.
Yeah, you have to check. Server 1. Serve. Oh no.
Server 1.
Server 1. Server 1. I can pretend there's like thousands of people watching this in a stadium. And like yeah, I need a soundboard with like vuvuzelas and something and stuff like that, you know. And going, yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
House of Knives damage. Or as they say in certain planets, certain places of this planet, damage. No, I'm kidding. They don't say like this. They don't say it like this anywhere, but it sounds fun. Damage for the net damage here.
They're thinking what they want to trash.
Sir Loading saying, yeah, Sunny waiting for a white hat. Not a bad idea. To have a white hat if you have it. Ooh, inside job. Inside gerb. Salem's Hospitality in the HQ. Oof. Spicy cards all over the place. This is one of the 3 copies of Salem's Hospitality, because guess what? If you have Salem's Hospitality alongside other non-alliance cards in this deck, and that was an interesting mechanic. I don't think it's going to come back ever, but well, for deck building, quite fun. Here we go, white hat. Sir Loading calling the shots here. Oh, sorry, wanted an action there, so let's see what's going to happen with the action.
Noise. You just have to love how up for just having a good time this community is all the time. What can you do? Of course. Hey, I'm playing with a deck that I didn't put together. Like, yeah, but we're just here for the good times. Let's just like, you know, go through it. It just it just makes it so absolutely marvelous to be organizing this kind of tournament just to make people happy and just play some games and have fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay, so Krusty calling me out, indeed, NGO server 1, but I'm pretty sure it was an Obokata, it was just flipped, you know, very quickly. Shorty, in the meantime, saying, I really want to honor the idea of bringing a deck that profits so much when you exactly know what your opponent's deck list, with cards like Eggman Flush, Complete Damage, Asylums, and so on. Kudos to this mean idea and bringing this to Fight Club. Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's like you do play in a meta where cards are known, and you can just have fun with it, which is exactly what we have here on the Corp side. Like, I will see your cards and I'm gonna take them away. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen now.
Yeah.
That NGO basically provided money that could, for example, fire 2 snares, which is...
For example.
Yeah, it's quite funky if it happens.
And the beauty of this game is like, Faye maybe didn't have 2 snares, but hey, if you can't ruse, are you really playing Netrunner?
Indeed.
Like, yeah.
And of course, the white hat was seen of the House of Knives because the damage provided by House of Knives was triggering Chronos Protocol's special ability, or ID ability, and that is a good point. But yeah, I mean, let's just say all is fair in casual Netrunner and Chronos Protocol, like, and it's players being nice to each other, I assume so.
I understand the trashing the inside job, because that two eyes remote, it's a great place to score an agenda. And with inside job and security nexus, it costs literally 2 credits.
Yeah. I mean, right now also Sunny has 4 length, which basically means if one of those security chip gets cracked, all the breakers are basically 2 cost to break any number of subroutines because they're going to be strength 5. And that's quite big in a deck which doesn't have any strong eyes. Data loop is 4, envelope is 1, flush is engram flush, I don't remember, but it's probably 5. Slot machine is 5, Anansi is 5, Saisenten, I don't remember the numbers in Saisenten, but nothing super strong here. So cracking one of those security chips with all the link that Sunny has and enough money to, you know, use those breakers. Basically, server 2 is pretty
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but I think that we have at least one agenda in hand, because we use Salem's Hospitality to get rid of the second copy of White Hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Yeah. Slowly piling up the turning wheel tokens. Here we go with the Harmony AR Therapy. There is a whopping 1 of them in the deck, so this is the card to play right now. To recover some things, let's see what Darfluke decides to drop in there from the heap.
You can do up to 5 cards, only 1 each. So it was a career fair, inside job, office supplies, sure gamble, and White Hat. Yeah, definitely.
Good picks all over the place here. For
Ooh, we have an install on server 2.
Yeah, running that server.
And
so
we just check it.
Yeah.
Yes. Friendly reminder that Sports Hooper is installed, and while it gives you a +1 link that can be very useful to fire up those security chips, you can pop it at any time to go 3 more cards in case you, I don't know, need to power up to steal an avocado or something.
Yep, that is a very good point.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it might help you quite a lot, indeed.
To name program. Why would Vesper?
Yep.
Why would you name program with engram flash with a full rig on the runner side?
I assume there might be a play where you want to see the hand and you know that there are programs in it. I don't know. I mean, because there's the data loop. Well, then again, there's 1 Sherman already in the bin. I don't know. I think maybe here the corp has seen the runner's hand before and taking notes, and there were 2 programs in there. But then again, why would you?
Yeah, but if the runner doesn't care about their programs anymore and they have Sports Hooper on hand, so they can easily just.
That's an Obokata. Oh.
Oh wow! There you go. But they can like just not. Oh. What?
Well, this is the question. I mean, is it about popping Sports Hopper here? I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, no one home.
That was beautiful. Just let's install that no one home. You cannot score Ovocata next turn. So I'm just going to install this no one home and try and avoid that damage.
Oh, but the thing is, you cannot avoid Obokata's damage. It's an additional cost. So.
Oh, that's true.
No, I think this was basically the no one home hitting the table, just in case there's a kill somewhere, you know, hiding in there. Although there is well, I mean, we're talking basically about the last ditch defense against well placed complete image or some other shenanigan here for the damage. I think the main problem here for Sunny is that the loop is gonna be firing because Nexus, even if you bypass, you have to encounter to bypass, so you still have to keep adding this cards. And now we have a Sports Hopper hitting the table, and this is the thing: you can bypass the data loop or break it, whichever you prefer, and then you can use the Sports Hopper to draw extra cards, and then you can get that Obokata. So that Obokata is definitely going bye-bye.
Yes.
Yeah. The image isn't on it until Sunny has points. Indeed, I mean, that's a very good point, Sir Loading. The thing is, Sunny will get those points now. So, yeah, dropping some defenses for complete image, especially if the corp might know a bit of your hand. Let's see. The token of the House of Knives as well, for sure. We'll see if that's going to happen. There's a single copy of No One Home here, so it's cheap defenses. Oh, wow, it's windy up there. I hope I still have a roof tomorrow. Anyway, who knows? Darflug getting into the server, so Sunny definitely scoring another Bocata before the corp can close the game out. Now, questions.
Yep.
Oh, and apologies. Actually, Security Nexus bypasses that loop, and you don't have to put the cards back. Excusez-moi, my mistake.
Yep.
That
I think he got all his.
Yeah. I think he wanted to prevent the damage. I don't know.
No, I think he didn't wanted to pop the sports hooper because he thought by passing that loop will make him put 2 cards back, I think.
We'll see in a second what's gonna happen here.
I don't know what's going on. Does FITE can do something? Oh, wait. Yeah. FITE was only thinking about what card to trash.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 3 versus 4 points. This is an interesting game that still has 26 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, that's plenty of time for those players to figure out what's going to happen. Special order, because guess what? You don't need special orders anymore. You have everything you need on the table. Nothing to be special about. I mean, you could try and special order Orzeki, but there's enough an economy going on here. You have 3 credits dripping every turn. You have enough support. There's the Dream Net helping out as well. So Darfluk in a good spot here, but that doesn't, of course, rule anything else happening here out. The Corp needs to make sure that server 2 is hopefully getting a bit bigger, but also that there's a bit more money in the bank, because 5 credits, that makes R&D a bit sad.
To be honest, do they? Do they really?
Do they really?
Because they have a complete image. The runner already has 3 points on their scored area, and there are only 12 cards on the runner's deck.
Ooh,
so
there we go.
Yes.
Crash a resource.
That No One Home targeted.
Or the turning wheel, maybe? No, probably No One Home. Yep.
Yeah.
There goes the No One Home. Are we prepping for a killing here? That is the question. 2 clicks, 2 credits left. No, just drawing up that single No One Home that doesn't have a way to come back because the Harmony Air Therapy went out of game. RFG, removed from game. Here we go. Run on R&D with 3 tokens. This is an Engram Flush. Again, 5 strength, so popping just a single security chip, that makes it super cheap to get in. Otherwise, you have to pay a bit extra. And of course, you might just let Engram Flush fire, but would you? You could also use Security Nexus to bypass.
We've seen a single copy of Silence Hospitality gone.
Yeah.
We know that multiple copies of several cards are already on the bin. We know the deck. So Standard Procedure, Silence Hospitality, and Complete Image could absolutely do the trick.
Yeah.
And that would be a total of 6 credits to play.
Yeah. But unfortunately, the corp's pretty low here. I mean, in the meantime, we have the runners snatching a House of Knives and running away. Serious business. Rozeki on the table again. Copy number 2 of 3.
Money is definitely not a problem.
And of course, everybody knows that we should totally have an action campaign called Ban Rozeki. So, you know, remember that we should ban Rozeki. It's a terrible card. Anyway, Anger and Flush. And I just have to say, this art on this piece of ice is totally awesome, and I love it. Probably one of my favorite Jinteki ice pieces from the recent releases. There, I rhymed. I'm a rapper now. Okay, DreamNet, drawing a card, getting a credit. The stack is getting smaller. The turning wheel, getting extra tokens. Will Darfluke try to close the game out by using the extra tokens sometime soon before the Corp actually has a chance to money up and pull off some shenanigans with additional net damage? Let's see. Still one single token on that House of Knives on the Corp side. Slot Machine, so of course revealing cards. And again, Slot Machine here is quite cool. Oh no, sorry, Security Nexus coming into play, excuse me. But Slot Machine is amazing for Chronos Protocol because you reveal cards. You know what the runner is going to get. This is sweet. You just have to take notes. House of Knives damage. Is there a snare in the hand? That's the question. Maybe there is, but that's not going to be enough to do much. Unless, of course, again, you're taking notes. And like you said already, we know exactly what's in the deck. So we can kind of deduce what are the odds of seeing certain things, especially if you hit a snare and there's net damage. You might be looking at the hand, and then you might be playing something nasty. Oh, there we go. Office supplies into net damage. Yeah, Salem's Hospitality number 2, as the first one is in the bin, and maybe there are 4 other cards face down. See.
And 5 tokens on that turning wheel.
Yep. It's still anybody's game pretty much, although I think that the runner is a bit favored here. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 House of Knives are already gone, so any agenda access, it's game for Luke.
Yeah.
So Ian here would you take the risk, like on a 5-card Chronos? On a 4-card Chronos? Complete image, sorry?
No.
Okay.
I'm very bad at guessing people's cards, even when if I have the deck list. These players have better skill. The cards, even when they know the deck list, of course. You still have to guess with the first, but it's getting, the probability of certain cards is getting lower and lower. Here we go, another run on HQ. Most likely that Slot Machine again is gonna be, there's an encounter. The Security Nexus happens. Complete image in HQ, so it is a thing.
Yeah, we have Salem's, we have complete image.
Yeah, we don't have the money, but well,
have
now we
we
have
found standard procedure?
Oh.
That's the question. Well, Ian said it. It works 4% of the time.
Yeah, pretty
every
much.
time.
Yeah. Anger and Flush naming program again. Striker breaking everything. And no dig. This is just a single access. Oh no, excuse me. This is the dig. 3 extra cards being accessed, so 4 cards. This is closing the game up. Yeah. It's a big dig. Oh, it's a big snare.
Snare!
You get to eat a snare, and you get to eat a snare.
Wow!
This is turning the game around quite nastily for the runner. Plus, there could be another snare in there. And that would be even worse. And the no one home is off the table. There is a sports hopper, which is the saving grace here. The question is, do you want to use it or not?
But you cannot fire it while you're accessing cards.
That is also very true. Sad.
Like, end attack.
Yeah.
That was Rick M2 on the hand.
Yeah. There are 3 snares in that deck, so they had to show up at some point, and this was the first one of that we know of. Can I use my hopper? Well, yeah, that's the question exactly that we... Not now.
Yep.
Not now, Padawan, you have to keep accessing. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Are you a snare? No? Oof. I just whiffed the snare and I still live to talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now there's only 5 cards in stock, so Ian is getting closer and closer to that end point.
Yeah.
Where
Running archives.
I mean, who wouldn't put a sneaky avocado in archives just,
I wouldn't. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Might be there. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Standard procedure. So we are starting with the fun times.
Oh, wow.
Omakwa, Stimhack, Dreamnet, Office Supplies, and Earthrise Hotel.
Oh, okay.
And that was it.
So we're
okay.
just for the money.
Okay.
Like, I mean, obviously I don't know what Ian has in hand or what's his thought process.
Yeah.
But I feel that having that, like, I understand how having that card in hand, it's like, yeah, I'm just going to play it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you have all the pieces. You have Standard Procedure, you have Silence Hospitality, and you have a complete image in hand. Just like the full combo.
Yeah.
Feels just the tiniest bit rushed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, but now he has the 7 credits to play all.
Hedge fund, moneying up, 11 credits. Neural EMP. Ooh, that's value, right?
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, I guess this is the idea here is basically, getting the runner down to the last cards in their hand, knowing their whole heap, knowing their deck, and just saying, yeah, well, I hate you with this, I hate you with this, I hate you with this, bam, 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 here we go, bam. And yeah, we'll see. Darfluk helping out in this plan, drawing up. Yep, sorry.
Well, you only hit on the first with Kronos.
Yeah.
So the rest of them, it's a guessing game.
True, but it works 4% of the time, so...
Every time.
Every time. Medical Research Fundraiser, what a great little card. R&D getting a bit more eyes, so Faye here, Ian and or Avi, whichever way you want to call him, getting into the money. Still loading saying runners almost out of Obokata range. Yeah, 8 cards left in play for Sunny, and by in play I mean in something you can call your hand or your stack. So basically cards you can still draw into and use to steal that Obokata. Tricky part is of course that data loop in there, which might make it harder. On the other hand, no House of Knives tokens in this moment available, and there won't be any until the end of the game because these are the only 2 copies of House of Knives in the game. Running that HQ again.
Yeah, 5 cards in HQ, 16 on R&D.
Ooh,
and
that is game! That is game! Darflug with the accesses. Jeez, there we go. Nasty, nasty. But yeah, that Obokata saving the game for the unbeaten so far, undefeated replicating criminals. And we don't even have a replicating criminal on the table. We just have Sunny just knocking everybody out. Darflug for Worlds. Well, we hope. Great again. I think Darflug's team is now like, hey, can you stop playing, please? Because we want to play too. Like, we have some decks here. We brought some. With like, but I can completely understand Darflug's concerns here. Like, I was so afraid. Yeah, I mean, you're playing against Jinteki. They have damage. They have tricks up their sleeve, and they do evil things. So let's just bring those 2 decks to the screen again. And yeah, let's take a quick look here. Chat, what's your take on the situation in those decks? Yeah, those axes in the no, absolutely. Yeah, these decks are, you cannot call them run of the mill. Although Sunny Lebeau definitely has the cool stuff, but she's running her own breakers, and that Chronos Protocol is a tricky deck. It's kind of a combo deck like Asa is a combo deck, but the other way around, as in you're not trying to score a lot of points, you're trying to score a lot of net damage, and you have this kind of meta game here of how do I assemble the combo for that net damage to work out, and then I just have to make it work. And it's a fun deck for sure. Like Asa is a fun deck, unless you're playing against Pinzel, in which case it's basically the deck that beats you. But that's not a problem because Pinsel is still the reigning world champion until soon. And then we're gonna have two Nisei world champions, and I don't know what they're gonna do. We should totally have a match, like, you know, like between Kasparov and Karpov in the chess days, like Pinsel versus the new world champion, or maybe Pinsel defends the title. I don't know. And yeah, we'll see who's gonna.
Pinsel defends the title. We should do it anyway, and Pinsel has to play Pinsel.
Could we do it like in that new movie like Tenet, where there's a Pinsel going forward in time and a Pinsel going backward in time, and he plays against himself basically? Stone saying mini faction will win worlds. Well, yeah. I mean, if you decrease, you know, if you zoom out of your table on JNet, all the factions are mini factions. Just saying. Well, anyway. Still loading with the important questions. If you won worlds, what would your designed card be? I would design an ID actually. I would go for an ID personally. I don't know which one. Probably Wayland or Criminal or Jinteki, but I would go for an ID if that is an option on the table. What about you? What would you design, Mar? Yeah, if you could design a card.
We have a Princess Space Kid and ID, like right off the bat. I already have it. Their ability and all figured out.
Yeah.
You know about that. We've talked about it like many times.
Absolutely. So this is the fun stuff now. Bringing up the table. We have Mobius Striptease and Ian both knocked out. We have Corkbutton staying on as the last player with Criminal and Wayland versus Darflukes. What? That is the question. Will we see Sunny knocking everybody out in a merciless flurry of super cool accesses right on time? Or will there be a moment for actually some Palana action? So let me just see. Quarkbutter is on which runner is he on? On Haley, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh no, what am I talking? This is a Criminal deck, right? Yeah. So I may have made a mistake here. I most likely made a mistake. Something is not right here. Maybe that should have been actually a. No, it cannot be a Shaper. Never mind then, I may have made a mistake. Well, anyway. Leela, excuse me, it's a Leela. Indeed. Why did I call it Haley? Well, anyway, my mistake. I'm just curious if we're gonna see anything else from replicating criminals other than that Sunny. Of course, both teams are deciding what they're gonna play.
Yep, we have another versus Sunny match.
Oh geez, that's Sunny.
The outfit versus Sunny.
Okay, I'm bringing both decks up to the screen.
Yep, I'm gonna let. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. We're just
Tio do this.
And we are bringing the Sunny up on the table again. So this is what you're gonna get to see in a second. Sorry, just quickly moving stuff around because why not? I can.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. These are the decks.
Everything.
I can do anything. It's my stream. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. Okay, so there we go. You are watching the board game stream of a board game that we cannot talk about because Twitch removed the category. Of course, it's super confusing. Fight Club number 3, Fear the Masses versus Replicating Criminals. Standard ban list 2006, not 2009. Hello, Quark Butter.
Heyo.
Heyo. You have the decks on the table. Quark Butter is the last hope for the Replicating Criminals team, for the Fear the Masses team, which are down by 2 players. He's their last champion, and Darfluk is just sitting there like on the Sunny deck and just saying, okay, I'm gonna play Sunny, I guess. And this is what we're gonna have. So yeah, this is gonna be round 3. Could be the last one. This is match point. I'm gonna actually make a big point of the match point. And yeah, let's transition into the tabulation. Okay, we have a minute. We have the TO calling for a minute, so I'm gonna bring the deck back to the table. Excuse me. A hat trick indeed. Let's see if that works out. Stone in the meantime offering to Design a new E3 feedback implants for Adam. But why only for Adam? I mean, E3 feedback implants... okay, I mean, from the... okay, for Adam as the faction, but the way E3 feedback worked. Yeah, I loved E3 feedback. I used to make very broken, very dysfunctional decks that didn't really work. Oh, here we go. This is the game. We are starting this any second now. So the outfit, guess what? It's a nasty deck with Marcus bodies and other nasty things, but it's not a kill deck.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, why is it not a kill deck? Like, you are playing the outfit, you should kill people!
No, it's a vegan outfit.
Vegan outfit going for the rush and going for the nasty plays here. Both player mulliganing. You know what's gonna happen right now? Pretty sure.
What's gonna happen?
Cork Butter just drew into 16 agendas in those 5 cards, and that's gonna be access, win, 7 points, thank you, goodbye. And this is gonna be one of the shortest sessions ever of the Fight Club. But
that is true.
well, I mean, we'll see. I'm putting all my non-existing money on Cork Butter here just for the sake of the game. For the funds, for the lols. And I'm of course...
I love that big ass bull quark.
Yeah, I'm kidding here, but huge sympathy to Zanetti and Defir for not being able to play a single game. They probably trained like, you know, for weeks, but this is not happening tonight. This is not their game. Of course, I mean they could have decided that somebody else is playing, but no, actually no. Can they decide? No, you have to stay on the table. Darfluk had to stay on the table. Excuse me.
Yes.
Of course. So they don't even have a chance to play. This is terrible. Sorry to you, Zanetti. Sorry to you, Defir. You have to play some other day, maybe. You know.
If Quark Butter manages to win this game,
yeah,
then they will have to play.
Yeah. Well,
you have to love one of those games where you just like the underdog just crawls back until the last game, and then it's like 1 versus 1.
Yeah, exactly.
All or nothing.
In case English is not your first language and you're wondering what an underdog is basically any of those very small dogs, like for example a Dachshund or, you know, like one of those really, or a Chihuahua.
Or a Chihuahua.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're kind of the underdogs, because then there's the overdogs, like the Great Dane, which is basically a horse that pretends to be a dog. But anyway.
An underdog is basically any dog that can fit under another dog.
I love this description. It's very scientific. It's super scientific. It's absolutely
science, bitch.
Yeah, I mean this is completely correct. Like there's no other way. Yeah. Okay, we have bets on outfit. Yeah. Okay. Go outfit. No pressure, Quark Butter. You just have to win this, and then you have to win maybe another game, and then we'll see in the finals. I mean that would be only the right kind of drama, right? But this is match point indeed. This is match point for replicating criminals.
Why are you putting on server 1? Does it outfit has Rashida?
Nope. Could be a wall-to-wall. Could be a wall-to-wall. Or a Roughneck Repair Squad, which is also sweet. Oh, here we go. There's data folding being career faired, which is kind of funny. It's like career fair. You are gonna data fold for us. Okay, here we go. Wall-to-wall. Great card. Awesome art. It's Wayland. What's not to love here? It's amazing. Yeah, just advertising. If you had advertising, this is the only reason to hate this card, and I do, but I love this card because it's everything else that a card should be for Wayland. It's money, it's draw, it's being annoying, it's super awesome. No bids on outfit. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is quite interesting. For people wondering... Yeah? No, go on.
Wait. Amo Solus.
Yeah,
on the outside of R&D.
Interesting toys here.
Yeah.
For people in the chat wondering what an undercat is basically any cat, because cats can fit into or under anything, especially into a box. So, you know, if it fits into a box,
cats
it
are
sits.
fluid.
Exactly.
Cats are liquid.
Yeah, Katzenjammer is not liquid. Katzenjammer is caused by liquid, but cats are fluid. I totally agree. Okay, so yeah, let's...
Team hack out. Not gonna play that.
More wall-to-wall action here, and it comes... Ooh, spicy.
Scoring window.
Yeah, well, I don't know if... I mean, you know, we'll see.
Or Ruse of the... Ruse of the... Wait. Oh, shit. Wait. I need to plug my computer in.
Yeah.
Ruse of the day. You put it back on your hand just to put another wall-to-wall back.
Well, yeah, this was advanced, and this is the fun part. Is this an aggressive secretary trying to be aggressive? Because the Aggressive Secretary is the only non-NGO front card in this deck that can be advanced, or non-agenda deck. Non-agenda card in this deck that can be advanced. Omakua. We haven't seen Omakua before, but it does exist in this deck. There's a single off. And here we go against the outfit.
We also have a Geofront that can be advanced.
Yeah, indeed. There are 2 copies of this. No cards in the archives on the corpse side. There's a stem hack here. Ooh, there we go. Afshar. Great selection for an HQIs. It is basically taxing you or taxing you. It can also tax you. So this is what's happening here. You're going to be losing money, which is just the right game plan for the corp, as you want the runner poor. And then you're just going to lock them out.
Very optimistic to put an Aumakua on 0 and just run.
I mean, come on, you're Darflug. You just won 2 games with cool accesses. Your RNG is through the roof. You can just face check. Well, not face check, but Aumakua check this with your turtle. You just take a turtle, you slap it, against the enemy HQ or the corp HQ, and then suddenly it's a barrier that stops you. Oh, sorry, code gate. But that's okay.
Cheeky run on archives.
Yeah,
with 1 tick left. Are you gonna res this and not be able to res your eyes on the remote?
Yeah, here we go. Quarkbreaker thinking.
What it do?
Is this gonna be a value bulwark? Which you cannot really res. No, bulwark is 9, right? No, is it 10? I don't remember. No, we go through. Okay.
Access.
Yeah.
So now you can. Oof. You can go back to HQ. Cheeky access.
No, that's gonna be archives again. Oh no! Yeah. Wow. Okay. But. Okay. No, that actually is gonna work. Yeah. There's gonna be a bit of a tax, but the dirty laundry is gonna go through, and there's gonna be some money in it for the runner, which is good because they'll need it. Quark butter in the meantime, 9 credits, no snares, no nothing, just an aggressive secretary for the trap department here, and a bunch of different things that are actually quite annoying if you are the runner and you score some agendas or something. Like there's Trojan horses, for example. This is a nasty card which we love.
Trojan horse and Arc Lockdown.
Yeah, Arc Lockdown is the best.
And
okay, what is this? Is this a CST? Could be.
Overdanced Atlas.
Ooh, it's okay. We're off to the races. So Quark Butter here saying points, and also I can fetch things. I think the next card is going to be a hostile takeover, although that'll be a bit silly. Maybe another Project Atlas. Yeah, we'll see.
Some money is going to be needed here. Yeah. On the corp side, like Darflug is playing very consistently.
Krusty voting for the outfit. Indeed, we have outfit in the lead. Boreira, good evening there. Hello. Another dirty laundry. That's a lot of dirty laundry. I think Sunny is spending too much time at work and she doesn't have the time to take care of the laundry, and it's just filling up with her kids' dirty laundry, and she's like trying to sell it to people for credits, which might work here. And oh, come on! Darflug is just magical. I have to
Makua is gone.
Yeah, it's totally worth it though. Like, you don't really care.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Like, Darflug is in 6 credits.
Yeah. And then you white hat. Yeah, you can just totally.
How?
They trace. The money is there because they have the link, I guess. There we go. Another is this. Oh, and a border control. And 2 arc lockdowns. Jeez, this is spicy.
Wow.
But border control. Yeah, there are 3 off, so basically, yeah. 2 arc lockdowns, goodbye. And the 2 arc lockdowns are basically 100% of arc lockdowns in this deck, so yeah. Borea, what's up? Oh no, you were there before. You just jumped out and then you jumped back. Well, never mind, sorry. Sorry, chat. I hope you're all fine and you're all behaving and you're having a great Friday evening. We are watching and streaming number 3 of the ever awesome, absolutely awesome Fight Club. Thank you, Stone, for sending me deck lists. I am very happy that you sent me some deck lists. Thank you. I'm not gonna reveal them on stream because they're cool. It's an Adam list. Okay, I think I'm gonna practice Adam in the coming week.
No. Wait, I'm so sorry. Why would you allow the corp to keep a 3/5 in hand when you have 7 credits and 0?
Oh, look! That's so lucky. Oh no, sorry, that's not lucky because the Project Atlas token was used. Sorry, I was like, I missed that part where the token gets used. Why would you let the SDS drone be there? I don't think Corp is able to score it. You have Rozeki on the table, and you might just sacrifice Rozeki to steal it. But then, yeah, Corp is very poor, so server one is...
programs and you have 5 credits. How are you gonna...
Well, now we have a Rozeki, but now the Corp is double advancing. Could be an NGO. Oh no, it's okay. Hostile takeover.
Just money. Value.
Krusty counting the breakers. Indeed, 6 breakers left. But again, for SDS, you don't have to break a breaker or trash a breaker. You can trash a program. Rozekis count as programs, just so Rozekis are cool fodder for SDS. That's their main use, because otherwise they're terrible cards that don't do anything cool. I mean, those credits are not really useful for anything. Security chip and the Shrike on the table. We know that Amakwa is out of the game, so that's the good news for the Corp. Also, 3 points are good news for the Corp, but the runner's on 3 points as well. Server 1, double advance, 11 credits in the bank. Darfluk definitely not in the right condition to contest this, but we'll see. I mean, you know, this is the Sunny that's running, for example, Inside Jobs, one off, basically, and Stim Hacks. And you should never discount a Stim Hack. That could be deadly. The Sports Hopper might get triggered now, might get trashed for the 3 cards. I don't know. I mean, we, of course, don't know what Darfluk has on his hand. Server 1 is not threatening game, by the way, because even if it's a 3-pointer, that's still fine.
Then you just need one cheeky hostile.
Yeah. Krusty asking what was grabbed from Atlas. That was the Arc Lockdown to get rid of the Amakwa. Yep. That was the thing. Definitely, you just want to play a game. Yeah, right. That true words. Yeah, true words.
Just like, yeah, I'm going with the outfit, and it's like, come on.
Yeah. Ooh, Dirty Laundry into Archives. That's probably not gonna get rest. There's probably nothing spicy in here. You're basically just getting the DreamNet draw and credit, which is not a bad thing. The Corp is on a single Bat Pub, so this is an outfit that's not really into Bat Pub. It's a nice outfit. Wall to wall in the bin, so money for the runner, but not much else. And a draw and a credit, of course, from DreamNet. So sorry, and here comes the extra draw. There we go, Striker, and there's the Sherman missing. And here we go, Inside Job on the remote. Now, is that an NGO or is that an agenda? Whichever it is, it's still not gonna be game. For all the possible reasons. Yeah. Let's just see.
Can we rest both?
11 credits. Looking at the ice in this deck. Yeah, it could be a border control there. Oh, there we go. Oof.
Oh, that Titanium.
And a Bulwark. Oof. But that's an agenda. Well, that's basically, yeah, okay.
No, that is a barrier.
Oh.
That is a barrier.
Ooh, this deck has 6 barriers, and that's basically 2 of them on the table. That remote is becoming evil. Corkwater, there's no further action. Sorry, I'm zooming in just to make sure that we see this live and direct. This Bulwark could be game. Because that remote might become soon very impenetrable. 8 strength. I mean, well, then again, Shermans. How many Shermans do we have in the heap? Not a single one. So still 2 Shermans in the game, and Shermans break barriers, as we all know, of course. Like we were all taught in secondary school and primary school and kindergarten. Shermans are for breaking barriers. Sha-la-la-la-la. 1, 2, 3, install your Sherman now or something, I don't know. Children rhymes for Netrunner, that would be quite something. Another Sports Hopper on the table, so that's extra draw again. 1 credit in the bank for Darfluk. I think Corkwater here is sitting on an awesome opportunity to score a 3-pointer maybe. Could be an SDS, because what else? Yeah, and then something gets trashed.
Whoa!
I would trash the Rozeki, to be honest here. Oh no, that's the Shrike. Okay, fair enough. I mean...
Oh, the Codegate. By Codegate. Yeah. And Afshar is on play again.
Yeah. So now let's take a look at the heap. This is the second program being... oh no, sorry. It's not removed from game. It's just the Amakwa. So yeah, this is in trash, which makes it very hard to recover. But there's 2 copies of each in that Sunny deck, so... Now it's just all about the money. It's all about the dum-dum-da-da-dum-dum. Darflug has to money up like there's no tomorrow because the Corp is on Game Point now. Basically, install advance. That's, anything goes. The only problem the Corp has right now is that they're very low on money and R&D is open. So, you know what's going to happen now? Darflug is going to run 3 times R&D. Oh no, they just finished their turn, sorry. Next turn, Darflug is running R&D 3 times, scoring all the agendas, winning. Thank you very much, good night. But let's see what goes back. Shrike, Inside Job, Office Supplies, Rozeki, and White Hat. Fair enough. Office Supplies is a sweet deal now because free link in the game, so that's a good, healthy discount for this card. Yep.
Water just like fishes and atlas. They don't even need to go credits or anything.
Install and to...
Oh god.
I think it's a wall-to-wall.
I talked too soon.
No, that's a diesel. I think Darflug still has it. There we go, that's a security nexus. And office supplies. Okay, that's probably money, indeed. And what now? I don't know. Like, you can't really break it, so... Could be game, and let's be honest, we were all rooting for Quarkbutter here because, the underdogs and the overcats and the, side giraffes, everything, for the team that is a bit down on players right now, and Fear the Masses definitely need this win to stay in the game. Darflug thinking now, and I would just say, looking back at Darflug's previous games, it's not about thinking, it's about using the Force. Darflug, use the Force and just do the thing that wins you games. Run R&D. I would just say run R&D, dig with 2 cards, you get 2 agendas, you win. Basically, it's going to be an Atlas and an Atlas. Or an Atlas and a CST, I'm pretty sure.
Side giraffe.
Yeah, Quarkbutter is mentioning the side giraffe because I was talking about underdogs, overcats, and side giraffes. If I win, can I have a side giraffe? I don't know. I mean, chances are. If you show me a we can stitch it to your side, no problem whatsoever. If you show me, that's trying to bribe
if they show me a giraffe, I'm giving them the win just for the lols.
But this is bribing the TO. Anyway, Krusty saying finally back.
I am bribable. I do not accept bets, but I am very bribable.
Oh, okay. Send cheesecake.
If it shows me a giraffe, I'm totally on their team.
I'm pretty sure that Quarkbutter is right now looking for some JPEGs of giraffes. There we go, R&D run. This is what I was saying. There's going to be a double access and there's going to be agendas unless Quarkbutter says no hello. What are advanceable pieces of ice in this deck?
Just Mausolus.
Okay, so...
Just imagine he uses the turning wheel.
Yeah,
and the
2 agendas.
Cards on are an SDS and an Atlas.
Yeah, that's the game.
Or 2 Atlases.
No, I'm telling you, this is Darflug winning the game. Look, this is gonna be a dig. There's the counters going there. There we go. And the first card is an agenda.
Nope.
Well, only the second one is a 1 point. Okay, fair enough. But still. Now, Quarkbutter, is this a win for the masses that you should fear? Or is this just a batty? I think Krusty has it, like it's a batty. I think Krusty knows exactly what a batty in a remote looks like. Loads of experience here, so yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like a batty to me as well. I mean, the blue sleeve and the back, like the blue part of the card, totally speaks volumes about this card. This is a batty for sure.
25 minutes on the clock.
Okay. Are people on the chat entertained? Or do we have to call Russell Crowe, who's going to come over with a sword and say, aren't you entertained? Or something like this. Earthrise Hotel, so Darflug, well, hoping that server 1, since it's not the winning gender, could be something else. Could be an SDS in that server. I don't know, but that would be kind of silly. But then again... Sunny definitely needs drawing because that Sherman is, well, it's worth its own weight in gold. Yeah, and it needs, The Sherman needs to hit the table if the game should proceed for the runner. Then there are nice things like Trojan horses and other spicy things here. So the Rick shooting might have actually worked. Server 1, it's a card. Question is double advance or not? Oh, geez, Louise, or any other name that rhymes with G's. For example, Cochise or mac and cheese. Is mac and cheese a name? Cheese and mac is a name in Canada, right? And mac and cheese is a name in the US. Well, anyway, probably a baddie in server 1. Indeed, we don't have any other upgrades, so it has to be a baddie unless something weird happened. And what is gonna happen right now in Corkwater said? I think it's an Atlas. I think this is game. No.
Wall to wall.
Wall to wall. Let's see what Darfluk does. Let's take a look at the heap. Here we go for the donuts. And the monies. And the Sherman! And here we go! This is it! This... Oh, wait. Well, actually, you don't need that much. You only need... What do you need? You need to run the Nexus, but no, then the Corp is on enough credits to break the Nexus run for you.
Sorry, you have security chips.
Yeah, but you still have to pay 2 credits for breaking any number, and you only have 5, so... It's kind of tricky as a proposition because if Quarkbutter can rest the outermost ice, which probably could be a border control. Oh, I forgot about Stimac. This is it. What's going on? That's a border control. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Pisces. That's an Atlas. 3 credits to score.
No, well, let's see. This is excitement.
Oh, come on.
No, now Darfluk's decision time. Running this, of course, you have to break the border control.
First decision is Quark Butters, because if they want to break the border control before Darfluk's has any kind of like...
Yeah, but the thing is, I absolutely agree. Yeah, of course, timing absolutely makes sense here. What you just explained, but I think that Quarkbutter will try to just drag the runner through the server to burn through all those stem hack credits, which are gonna be gone anyway. This is all basically pumping that Sherman. Probably you may have to use one of the security chips to get through safely, or just gonna burn some money. Crossing fingers for Atlas in the chat, indeed. Let's see. And also, let's remember there's a Batty in play somewhere there, so 6 to break all that stuff. That's expensive, but not as expensive as this little baby, which is Bulwark. Which is gonna be a bit more, unless security chips get popped. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
No, security Nexus.
Oh, sorry, security Nexus.
We're just bypassing a big baby.
It's an option for you to bypass it, indeed, and that happens. The bypassing happens, and now border control, indeed, and that's and that's an Atlas. I smell an Atlas. Looks like an Atlas. What a cool play!
Advance,
and game.
Underdogs.
GG, underdogs over cats, side giraffes. So now, how do we make a side giraffe?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anyway, super flippin' played by Quarkbutter here. Amazing game. Both players really showing their best sides here. Of course, one player had to stay at the table, the other one had to leave. And the dream lives on. So I'm pretty sure there's like shouts in different places for the players representing the masses that you should fear. As the masses that you should fear, or also known as Fear the Masses, stay in the game. So Mobius, Striptease, and Ian both out, unfortunately. Quarkbutter staying on that Wayland with that fancy win against a very cool win, very, very clean win, I would say, against Darfluk's Sonny, who has been slapping the corpse left and right. And now we have Deffer and Zanetti83. Both of these players still have not played a single game in this tournament. So the big question is, will the captain send the second in command? Or will the captain send himself? And what are we going to see? Are we going to see Shapers, HBs? Are we going to see a mirror match of Criminal Wayland here? Well played, both players here. This was really, really, really awesome. Defear is going to corp. This is the information we are receiving from the HQ. So that's going to be an ASA. I'm going to try and bring the decks up as soon as I can. Defear's ASA is no big surprise. No, what am I even? What? Did I just save? No, I clicked the wrong deck. Basically, that's what happened. But the ASA group is gonna be coming on.
Versus Lila.
Yep.
Ooh, that's gonna be really cool.
Yep. Let's see how this is gonna look. I'm bringing the ASA up in a second and the Lila, and yeah. I went very quiet because I have to click all the right boxes.
Don't worry.
So we have the Lila, right?
Yes, Lila versus Asa. I am also clicking all the buttons.
All the buttons, click all the buttons.
Yes, we need all these up so we can absolutely talk about it.
Jeez, I'm getting increasingly frustrated with my streaming setup, and I may have to introduce some changes to it later on, but this is just becoming such a bother. But okay, it seems that we're finally able to show you the decks. Let me just transition into those decks. Here we are. So this is the ASA Security and ASA Group and Leela Patel. We'll see what happens there. Between those decks, any bets here? I'm not saying not bets, but any picks here? Any preferences? Any guesses as to what this is gonna be like? I'm curious, I'm really curious to see what both players are gonna bring to the table. I mean, we know the cards, but what are they gonna bring when it comes to the ruses, the skills, all the other funky things that are gonna be performing here? We have good stuff Leela here with basically good stuff in Leela, and that's enough. That you don't have to need you don't need to know anything else about this deck. It's just good stuff in Leela, and it hurts you. And then we have, of course, the Asa, which is a Spombo Asa with a lot of cool stuff. Let's see what is gonna happen in this game. I don't have a favorite, but I'm kind of rooting for the overdog side giraffe Leela, as played by Quarkbutter here. Basically because Fear the Masses are still in the game, and I want to see Zanetti play. Good luck and good fun, and have fun, everybody. Yo, everybody, Wang Chung. We have a keep, we have a mulligan. Here we go. Leela has no boomerang, will be a pure tempo match. Let's see if Leela can find answers quickly enough. Shorty with all the hot takes here. Indeed, no boomerang in that, so there's not that much good stuff in here, because boomerang is basically 50% of all criminal decks, or used to be at least. Spombo baby. Anarcho Mushroom, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us. Okay.
Yeah, not having eyes on the first hand for Asa is absolutely terrible, but most against criminal.
Yeah.
Because you want to protect that HQ, because that is very scary.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
I don't know. People on the stream are watching. I don't think we can take back misclicks. Like, you know, this is a serious infringement of. Quarkbutter being totally gracious, because yeah, it's like Leela basically sitting there and going, yeah, well, whatever you install, and if you score, and then I'm Leela, so I just, you know,
Queensbury rules.
I bounce it back, and then it's no longer there. Fearing that account siphon, obviously turn 1, because account siphons do exist in this universe, well, but not in this game, unfortunately. But there's the version of funds, 2 copies of this in that deck. So let's take a poke at R&D, and will there be a reaction? Definitely is sorry for something, or is he sorry for the previous? Oh, there we go, Vacheron! The game is on. The Vacheron is on.
Tick-tack, tick-tack.
Indeed. The clocks are ticking. We should be playing like Pink Floyd Time now, you know? Dum, 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 dum. This is it. Like, if you're one of those smart people who know how to make really cool things out of electronics, you should have a Project Vacheron card that when you steal it, or well, basically when you steal it as the runner, it starts playing Time by Pink Floyd. You know, the intro. That would be super. That would be super cool. Anarcho Mushroom saying this is a serious tournament, very very serious indeed. It's super serious.
Yeah, it's so serious that I don't know if I can say that, but I'm just gonna say, like, a friend of ours
Yep.
has found this program online that takes an image
Mm-hmm.
and you can select how many squares or rounds or lines
Mm-hmm.
you want it to represent. So imagine you get I don't know, a project pattern
Yeah.
made all out of like little dots.
Yep.
And this bot will make it like with only 4 dots.
Okay.
So you have a very abstract image, but you can keep adding dots and dots and dots.
Mm-hmm.
So a friend of mine made this Discord bot
Yeah.
that does it automatically,
Mm-hmm.
and we're using it to play Guess the Card.
Oh.
And it's amazing.
Okay. So it's a very serious thing.
It's a
Guessing
very serious thing.
very serious thing here. That ASA has a server which basically is upgrades upon other things, upon upgrades.
I'm guessing Arella with Breaker Bay Grid and one one of those other little. Is that Echo Chamber?
No, Kali testing, yeah, Kali test. Oh, server 2 getting an. Oh, what's going on there?
Ooh.
Could be a Rashida. Could be a team spo. You just want to hide it and make sure that the runner is not too annoying because the runner is sitting on a lot of money and they have liberated accounts here.
Maybe you just want to eye some stuff to use the fully operational to its fullest.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Guessing an asset on server 2. That's a cyber. Oh, that's so cheeky. That's a CVS. That's so cheeky because let me tell you that there are no Amaquas in this deck. There's nothing in Leela's deck that would, benefit from viruses. So this is just a super cheeky, please run into my eyes and be in pain. Then again, this ASA group is the combo ASA, which is not running much. It's Hagen, Vanilla, Gatekeepers, and Drafters. So maybe that's a Drafter, just, get some cards
going. Shape on server 3 that gets trashed.
That is painful.
It can very well, like, with ASA, you either put team sponsorship just to confuse the runner.
Yep.
Or because you are you're intending to score something. Right? But there was nothing on archives. Well, maybe something that you want to install from HQ.
Yeah. So here we are in round 4, by the way. I forgot again to update the scroll, but yeah, round 4. Quarkbutter still representing Fear the Masses, their last hope versus Devvir's representation of replicating criminals here. This is still match point because if Quarkbutter, well, basically any game from now onwards is match point because if Quarkbutter gets knocked out, that's the end for Fear the Masses. But we'll see what happens. Fully operational. Oh, here we go. Value, fully operational. 2 cards, 2 credits. Still worth it. Still a net gain. If fully operational costs 0, it would be broken. Or would it? Maybe
I do think it's still broken anyway.
Well, yeah, probably. It put HB back on the map, definitely, this deck.
That clock on pattern T King down.
Yeah, there's 3 points in the wings for the runner, and also a lot of preparation. Diesels and macklers and stuff just flying around here like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, that drafter has nothing to do anymore.
Here comes a Rashida. And fully up doing a great red level clearance impression. Arco Mushroom there, yeah. And Spumber Remote if I ever saw one. Indeed. We only call cards like Kakuga broken. Yeah, if fully OP was broken, it would have won Worlds twice. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, true. If you win, you get banned. That's basically the way of the cards, you're too damn good. You're going away. Bit sad because Kakuga was so cute. Kakuga never hurt anybody other than millions of runners everywhere who just died to it, for example. Anyway, yeah.
Kakuga was one of those cards that if you are playing it, you're like, no, Kakuga is an absolutely fair card. And if you were playing, like, you could have it in your own deck and you're playing against it and you're like, Kakuga is shit.
Yeah,
It should be bad.
Yeah. No worries. This is a totally unsafe stream for people who watch a board game because we don't have the category anymore on Twitch. Sorry, Twitch.
I can tell you this. The Nisei, the designated Nisei team is working on adding Nisei Netrunner hashtag for Twitch.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That would be super awesome.
And we like crossing fingers because that would be like a huge step on positioning Netrunner like the way it is now.
Yep.
On the public, on the general public view.
Yeah. Quick question, because you said decimated OP team. What's happening with the OP team? Why is it getting decimated? What's going on?
What? What do you mean decimated?
Oh, sorry. I heard decimated. It's like, like people have been leaving or something. No, okay, no, sorry. My mistake. I misheard. I take everything back. Anyway, liberated accounts, Vacheron worth 3 points, running R&D now, and here's a vanilla. And guess what? Mackler breaks barriers, and vanilla is a what? Barrier. Mackler, yeah.
It hurts a bit to break vanilla for 2 credits.
Yeah, but then you get one back.
Yeah, but it still hurts.
Well, it's breaking for one. It's kind of fair, but yeah, I do understand what you mean. But Mackler costs 5. This is the painful part. Break a big. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, okay, we're resing everything because there's this one ability by Leela Patel that you probably don't want to fire. Basically, you want to res everything. I'm just gonna res the shizzle out of this. Yeah. Oh, let's res everything, and the Rashida as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, any reses? Oh wow. And that's Violet Level Cleans. That would have been cool for Defer, but no joy here.
Wow.
It is out. So
those are amazing remotes. Yeah. That we have going on.
Yeah. Super sexy remotes here. Absolutely.
Super sexy remotes.
I mean, anything with a breaker bay grid in them, super cool.
Do you remember when you used Breaker Bay Grid to res Eve campaigns?
And
Adam campaigns?
Oh yeah, those are the days.
The days, right?
Yeah, that was like before 2 wars, 1 pandemic. I remember when this was yeah. It's an interesting thing.
When Jackson Howard was still alive.
I think it's a very cool take to take the dates of Netrunner cards being released and then do this day in history. Jackson Howard was released, and also this happened. That thing happened. This thing, you can put Netrunner cards into history, in a way. That's a cool idea for a fun project. If somebody has too much time to burn. Nobody has time now. Everybody's super busy. What's going on in server 2? That could be an agenda. Is Dever trying to actually make some decent points here as the corp? Why? How dare he? Running archives to keep the game changer and a biotic labor. Ooh. Looking at the amount of game changers in this deck, and this is the only one. Biotic as well. So the fast advance from fancy options play is off the table in a way, at least.
I'm so sorry, I need to go fetch a drink.
Yeah, no worries, take your time, my dear. And we have the buffer drive getting a Fisk seminar to the top of the stack. Because that buffer drive, of course, doesn't do much in this matchup. There's no damage whatsoever. This is a pure combo deck, not trying to kill you or hurt you, it's just trying to win by speeding through the agendas, getting 7 points, and waving bye-bye at your sorry runner direction. In your sorry runner direction. Anyway, Breaker Bay makes me think hostile infrastructure. Oh yes, that's a sweet card as well, if I've ever seen one. Those pagodas with spikes that you have to res for 5, if I remember correctly, and then they just do evil things to you if stuff gets trashed. So sweet. Good old days when cards had more words on them. Oh, I'm kidding, of course. But yeah, everybody has their own nostalgic card, and yeah. I think E3 Implants is one of those for me because I just spent so much time trying to build decks that would make it work and then they would be broken because I couldn't really put decks together from the other side. But meanwhile, server 2 getting 2 Kali testing reses. That's gonna be a few counters in this. This is gonna be 3-pointer. It's probably a Vacheron here. Oh no, actually, sorry, it won't be a 3-pointer because that will probably be a over advanced Vitruvius. No, what is Death up to? Is he just gonna sit here and wait for the next summer? Let's just see. One more click to go. Oh no, it is indeed an over-advanced Vitruvius. And it is quite sweet to have it because, of course, it adds cards to HQ from archives. There's quite a few interesting cards in archives. So those Game Changers and those Biotic Labors and the Kali testings, above all, are back online. The fully operational could be also a cool... Oh, actually, not that sweet, but still, depending on what you want to play here. Team Spo, of course, putting a Kali testing onto the server from archives. But then guess what? Boink! Because Leela says, wait a minute. This is
freaking on.
Sorry? Oh, welcome back, by the way.
Oh, yes, sorry.
No worries. Welcome back. I will need to hydrate because me babbling all the time makes me dehydrated, so be right back.
Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a long while, and my voice was like going away. So what happened? Didn't you say there was like an over-advanced Vitruvius?
Yeah, the over-advanced Vitruvius was scored. Things were used to bring things back, and then Leela bounced things back, and now we have a Fisk that was brought back with the buffer drive, and that is nasty. Although the Corp is getting extra cards, but let's see what's in R&D. Mackler again, breaking it for 1 with the discount. And no multi-access, so just a poke on R&D. Break a big grid again, just because, you know, you never know. Could be an agenda, and if this is an agenda, nope, not this time. Sure gamble, more money and more draw. Yeah. But
that was a good standard, very productive turn for Quark Butter.
Yeah, but now it's a bit tricky because Defter has all those Fisk cards and extra draw from mandatory, and there's probably going to be a lot of installs now. I wouldn't be surprised if there were like 3 more installs. No, that's an advance. Okay. And a double advance. Is that going to be another Vitruve? It's a Vitruve indeed, but this Vitruve is not over advanced. But that's 4 points.
That Arella. Yeah. It's a sad Arella.
Sadarella?
The server going like, hey, I'm here. Why don't you use me? Love me.
Well, because Filbert, and also she costs 5 to trash, so I don't think she's gonna be getting trashed anytime soon. And there's a server 2 install again, so server 2 definitely becoming a bit of a problem for the runner here, because if that keeps going and those cards keep popping up with the Kali testing and so on, that is actually threatening a win in the next turns, in the upcoming turns. How many bones does Leela have? That's an interesting question. How many bones does Leela have? Bones? I mean, Miss Bones, you mean? Because I don't know. Typical human body has over 200 bones, I think, 214 or something like this. But Leela may have a very...
The number is 0.
Yeah.
This is a spineless Leela.
Hagen, here we go, and guess what? Hagen is a barrier, so Mackler gets to do its thing.
Mackler is an amazing breaker for Hagen.
Yeah, but it's
against Hagen. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's only 3 credits, and then you're in. And Hagen is actually kind of sad here. But again, Kali testing getting res just because agenda's in hand, probably. Otherwise, why would you res? Project Val. Oh no! Oh. This is getting interesting.
But this is like really not great for Quark Butter. Because in 4 more turns, those 3 agenda points that Deathweir needs can be easily scored.
Yeah, you cannot really wait for that Vacheron to take down. You have to keep pressing, and that is the hard part here. Deathweir has a very cool setup on the table. Maybe there's another Vitruve on the hand. And then we're gonna see the Vitruve scored.
I'm still really upset against.
Oh well,
about that. Was it in Continentals or Intercontinental? In Continentals.
Yeah, in Continentals. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. In Continentals.
I'm still upset about that.
Oh well, that's such is life.
Yeah, for those who were not watching, one last game that was definitive to get into the top 8 to play Intercontinentals was against NASA, and the runner couldn't get into a server that had a downside card, and they just conceded, but the opponent, the ASA player, never showed that was an agenda.
Yeah.
So That could be a Rashida.
Yeah. Ooh. This is a Mega Pre.
Yes, it is. But that doesn't matter because since Card Porter hasn't. Oh, Deathbeard still needs one more agenda.
I think you have to run HQ here now, or I don't know. I mean, you have to
I
get
think
that
you need
Kali
to
testing
go
out.
kill that something. You need to kill something here.
You mean like on the remotes, like the Team Spo or?
No, like actually, the Team Sport doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Arella doesn't matter anymore.
No, I think you have to poke. Yeah, exactly. You have to divert some funds. Yeah, that's good.
Great.
That is gonna put a halt onto some plans, unless.
If the corp has no money, the corp cannot score.
Yeah, but there are, I tell you, 3 copies of fully operational here, and I know fully operation costs a credit, but you just click and then fully up and whatnot. But yeah, this is a very good move by
There's
Corkbutter.
only one. Because there are 2 fully operationals on the bin already.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Sorry, yeah, thank you for so much.
And
for
that
keeping
only gives you money, and it takes away 1 click, so you cannot score anything anyway.
Corkbutter getting for Kali testing. This is big. That Kali testing could have been in other places, but now there's 2 Kali testings in the bin, 1 in the hand. We know that for sure. Devir not with the money here for sure, because that deck doesn't run a lot of money. It just kind of slides around and then suddenly wins, and you're like, what just happened? That's the Spumbo Asa here. Show archive splits. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Is this Zilla packing any 2 networking? That's interesting.
Yeah, networking is... Yeah.
No legwork.
Yeah, multi-axis would be quite cool, but there's a single turning wheel, and that's about it. There's nothing else in this deck to... Oh, no, sorry. Excusez-moi. Double HQ interface, because guess what? It's a criminal card. Liberated account. Okay, so the money game is back on the runner side. And here we go again. HQ poking just to see if there's something spicy in there or something that you actually could turn into points.
Maybe you can find that last calibration testing.
Oh, that would be cool. Oh, that's a Mega Pre. Ooh, this is spicy now, because this is anybody's game now. Devir is not happy, obviously, and understandably. I wouldn't be happy either. That could be the only agenda they had in their hand, and they kind of needed. But then again, the Mega Pre on the runner side, yeah, I mean, that would have been the winner, because that would be 2 points.
Yep.
But hey, here we go. That's game. Yep. The Vitruve. Saving the bacon. Oh no, that's it. Oh, sorry, that's a Mega Pre, and that's game. Oof, Devir here knocking Corkbutter out. What a game, though. So super close. On the buzzer almost. I mean, this was Asa Group basically playing Sports Metal. Sports Metal! Very, very cool game here. Both players... whoa, yeah, this was almost credit perfect indeed. Could have lost a few more credits. But this was it.
That was amazing.
It was absolutely awesome. I'm going to try and see if I can very quickly slap some very, very nasty graphics here just to show you something. And of course, this is going to be in jest, as a joke, because we're all cool and whatnot and happy here. But can I very quickly do something funky here? Is there a spray or something like this? Yes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the red on it. Okay. Well, anyway, so what's going to happen now? What are we going to do now, boss?
So, replicating criminals stay as the reigning champions.
Yep.
And Fear the Masses can either submit new decks with a new ban list and wait until they have to play again, or they can disperse their team, create new ones, and join again, or obviously the boring one that it just like not play again.
Not play again. Oh, that's interesting. Let me just.
Right?
Okay. That makes perfect sense. Let me just update people on the current situation. I just made very. Did I actually save it? Oh no, I didn't save it. I'm a genius. Oh, somebody should just. Never mind. I just made something really cool, and then I didn't really. I just want to make something really cool on the stream just to show you how super high advanced the technology of this thing is. Oh no, it is actually saved. Never mind then. It's just in a different folder, I believe. This is live television, everybody. Things happen, stuff explodes. We had a stream drop earlier on, but now I believe I can actually. Where are we? Here we are.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm just updating everybody on the result. There we go. This is handmade graphics. Okay, we can totally hear you. So, tell us everything.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Same.
Identify yourself, by the way, because not many people may know you with your voice. So you have to say what's up.
I thank you to welcome me tonight and host this stream. It's the first time for me.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit shy.
No worries.
Yeah. It was a really nice evening and awesome games.
You actually got to play. This was good.
Yeah, sure.
I was a bit worried that we're just gonna see Darfluk basically knocking everybody out and that's gonna be it. But fortunately, we had a situation in which you had to step in. So, what do you think? Mar, you explained this, but the winning team stays on the same decks, and then the new team that comes over, they already have their decks selected as well. And Fear the Masses can rename themselves and bring new decks to the table, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, if you stay on the same team, one thing we added to the rules to make it a bit spicier.
Mm-hmm.
Was that, for example, in this case, Movius couldn't play either Anarch or NPN.
Yeah.
Ian couldn't play Jinteki nor Shaper, and Quark Butter couldn't play Criminal or Wayland.
I see.
So they just don't come with the same IDs, or at least the same person playing the same IDs.
Fair enough. Okay. So now questions. Yeah, now a question to you, Defir. Your personal highlight of tonight, which game of the one you played or the other ones you've seen, which was the most exciting for you and why? If there was actually any exciting game, because maybe it was just like super cool because, yeah, you had Darfluk just winning.
Yeah. But Luke is a really practiced Sunny player.
Uh-huh.
And I trust him with that. He would play first with this ID because close to my parental issues, I cannot be the first player.
I see.
Yeah, and I will thank you for your patience and understanding for that.
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, you're a parent and there are priorities in life, and your kid is always going to be a priority over like a fun, non-competitive game that we play.
So if you were to teach your child Netrunner, which factions would you start with? That's a tricky question.
HB.
HB, okay. And for the runners?
Shapers.
Okay, so very nice, creative, actually, kind of factions to think and plan things and so on. Thank you, because I was not afraid you're gonna say like Anarchs and Wayland and like that.
No, I'm an HB and Shaper player for ages now. I like to play some criminal stuff too and Jinteki, but Wayland and Anarch are not for me.
Fair enough. And if I remember correctly, the next people you're gonna be facing are going to be the console cowboy Halloween people.
Yes.
Where we have Zeroth Maxima, we have Good Night, and we have Sokka 234. So a bunch of scary players, because they're kind of scary. I mean, Sokka is, if I remember correctly, the current Canadian champion or the US one of those North American countries that nobody ever thinks about because they're just small and insignificant. But basically, Zeroth Maxima is also a very good player. Good Night, I have no idea. I think it's somebody's Smurf, or maybe it's just a friend that's joining them. But they are going to be on 419 SSO Industries, Hoshiko Asmari, Smoke, and Sports Metal. Quarkwater, thank you very much for reminding me. Sokka is a Canadian championship indeed. So, do you have any strategies or hot takes on this, or how are you going to approach this? If, of course, you don't want to spoil anything, you can just say it's gonna be a secret.
Our team doesn't have any strategies. I think we just play as we feel, and we don't check all the deck lists and all the opponents. We just would play.
Fair enough.
We know all the players of Netrunner in the FITE Club are great players.
Yeah. I actually Sorry, go on.
We just would have fun.
Fair enough. And your answer is going to be perfect, even though I made a terrible mistake, and I apologize to everybody. From the South Moravia contingent, who are your next opponents? I just totally didn't see you, Mar, in the background already updating things, and you just move things around. I was like, wait a minute, I'm reading the wrong way. So yeah, it's going to be SMC, it's going to be Longi, Václav, and Krusty, who's in the chat as well, who just fixed it.
Very scary opponents.
Yeah, let's be honest. This is the thing. The South Moravia contingent has some pretty tricky players to play against. Especially, I think I have the most experience of either seeing Longi play or play against Longi. And he's going to be on Criminal and Wayland, that are his two main factions. And
Longi is the reigning champion of the BCOM.
Indeed. So and then we have Václav and we have Václav and Krusty, who are two very strong players here as well, who are going to unpredictably bring some scary things. Apparently, you and Václav share the same setup for Haley and Asa group, more or less, which is going to be interesting. And Krusty is bringing Freedom Kumalo, which is going to be fun to see, and RP replicating perfection. So a very interesting matchup setup here, some interesting scenarios. I'm really curious to see what people are going to decide on playing when this happens next, which is when is the next FITE Club again? Mar?
As always, we're gonna have to check with the players. It should be in 2 weeks, but in 2 weeks is the Worlds, so I don't think we're gonna be doing that on that weekend. Probably 3 weeks from now.
Okay, well, nobody cares about Worlds. Let's just have FITE Club.
Yeah, totally. Look, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to OP and just like drop Worlds.
Yeah, I mean, Worlds basically should be substituted with the FITE Club format, and then it's going to be much faster and much more entertaining, than 17 rounds of Swiss and top 32 and then day 7 of the turn. I'm kidding, of course. I'm really looking forward to Worlds. It's going to be interesting. We shall see what is going to happen. Zanetti dropping some scoops about the team in the chat. We are Belgian and Italian. That is an international team. So replicating criminals, replicating all over Europe. That's also, of course, cool. And South Moravia contingent representing Czech Republic, I assume, unless I'm missing Slovakia as a connection here as well. But basically, South Moravia is the place to go. Should be a region. South Moravian, I don't know, European grid or something. We need a card for this. Well, anyway, okay, dear folks, is there anything super serious and or super big that we should still talk about tonight, as it is slowly getting late?
It's getting late.
It is getting late.
I'm good. I would like to thank everyone for participating. Thank you for the patience you've had with all the ups and downs that this format has endured during the summer. And friendly reminder that whoever wants to participate at Worlds, they should be getting their tickets, deciding what day they want to play, because there's going to be Friday. It's going to be American time, and Saturday it's going to be the European time. And on Sunday we have day 2. And deadline to submit decks is on the 6th of October. That I will friendly remind you again, it's my birthday. And again, thank you so much for watching and playing, and Vesper for streaming.
Okay, Defer, any final words?
Yes, I just would introduce you Zanetti, that didn't show up tonight. She is an Italian player that I met during the lockdown time, and during the event organized by NISE during this period, and we become friends and often play together. And we try to do your lockdown event.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she couldn't participate to the last one. And I say, hello, Daneti. Buonanotte.
Awesome.
That's my final word, and thank you to both of you to organize this event and for streaming.
Thank
you are awesome both.
You too. Vesper, any last words?
Any last words? Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking while I disconnect. So I'm just gonna say thank you so much for organizing this, Mar. Thank you so much to both teams playing tonight because they gave us some really good Netrunner, and especially Quark Butter with the side giraffe underdog over cat plays. I'm really glad we could get to play, like 4 rounds instead of just 3. That was good. Actually 5 rounds. Sorry, it was basically. Yeah, but that was some decent. No, was it 4? Well, never mind numbers. Never mind. Who cares about numbers? This was some decent net running, exciting plays, exciting moments happening. And I hope I will see you all soon. Remember, folks, World Championship coming soon. And get your tickets and get ready and pick your decks, and I hope to see you there one way or another. Maybe some streams, maybe something else. Thanks to everybody in the chat. You're as always lovely. Who needs a side giraffe? Nobody needs a side giraffe. Quark Butter, you're the best, so thank you so much for playing. I am switching off from Discord, so thank you so much. Yeah, good night. And I'm gonna still mention some things because I'm a terrible person on stream. But okay, that was me bothering people via Discord who are in different locations because we're all getting locked down. Speaking of lockdowns, number 9 is going to be coming after Worlds as well. So chances are there's going to be this weekend between Worlds and other things where there's going to be a lot of community tournaments and nobody's going to play them because we're all going to be kind of tired, right? Now we'll see. Well, anyway, what else can I say? Of course, if you like the music, that's Tripmirror playing. You have the address on the screen, tripmirror.bandcamp.com. Do check it out. Great Netrunner themed music. If you haven't checked it out yet, I've been playing this on the streams for quite a while now, for like 6 months. So chances are you may have heard it before. But if you haven't, and if you want to support this really cool community artist, this is the place to go for sure. What else can I tell you? We had really cool games. All the decks are going to maybe be shared on NetrunnerDB. They definitely exist in my little stash here because I get insider information as a streamer. But anyway, no raffles tonight. Sorry for that. But I did enjoy this quite a lot. I will wish you all the best for the night ahead. May you take it easy and chill. And watch out, this space is going to be full of some streams coming sooner or later your way, definitely for Worlds. Maybe not only Netrunner stuff, but yeah, that proves, that's going to be in the pudding, so to speak. So we'll see what the pudding brings. And in the meantime, have a good night and talk to you soon and stream to you soon as well. Ciao.